8 drivers enter into tonight. 1 currently locked in. 4 going to be eliminated. Welcome to Martinsville Motor Speedway. We're live with the Redlight Racing Series. About to go 200 laps here at the Paperclip. Currently locked in into the chase. Sean Butler, the number 88, who has been pretty much on a roll lately. He comes in here pretty much dominating the last 3 races, led every single race, has won every single race out of the last 3, winner at New Hampshire Auto Club in Richmond. And coming in tonight, he basically done said he's not really gonna try too hard. Although he's sitting 3rd right now, so go figure. But right now on the cut line, it is James Heater, Jason Wells, William Long, and Tim Blum. And if you look at the top of the board, James Heater currently your leader right now, a little under a 10th over Jason Wells. So one of them 2 guys could jump up and take a spot. James Skelton right now, the last driver that's in the chase on the cut line with 28 points. Max Terriot also at 28, so James Heater 3 points behind, Jason Wells 4 points behind, and realistically I think William Long and Tim Blum are out unless they win this race. So it should be really good as we get ready to go green here in about 3 minutes or so. It's going to be a fun one. Real fast look at the weather. There you go. Air temp 65 degrees, track temp 76 degrees. And one thing about it is this week so far, we broadcasted a race last night at Martinsville, the super late model, and it was interesting early. We had 25 drivers in that race, and we had a lot of cautions early on in that race. So, and it was about the same track temp. I do know that turn 2 is extremely loose on the exit, and I expect it to do the same thing here tonight, even in the truck series. This is the final time these guys will be in the trucks this season. Next week, we will be in the Cup car at Michigan International Speedway. For you guys that don't know, this is a Scrambler series, which means it's a little bit different. They run different cars each and every week, and it changes every week. We started out in the Xfinity car, went to the Cup car, then to the truck, and it just rotates over and over. So, 2 minutes left here in practice before we get qualifying underway, and I'm going to go ahead and give you my pick. I think we're going to see James Heater actually win this race. So it's going to push one of the 2 drivers that is on the cut line out. And honestly, if I was to choose, I don't really know who, but I'm going to have to say Max Terriot right now. The only reason why I'm saying that, he's sitting 8th right now. But at the same time, James Skelton is currently 3rd, so I don't like saying Max Terriot because Terriot's been like on top of the charts every week, and he's one of my picks to actually win the championship a few weeks ago. So I don't like seeing him, but you just never know. And one of these guys I do expect to get eliminated, whether it be Skelton or Terriot, we'll see. Or both, I guess, can still get eliminated as well. So 1 minute until qualify gets underway, and we will get right back in here right after this really fast break. See y'all in just a minute. We are back here at Martinsville, about to go green flag racing here in just a moment, as qualifying is officially underway. This is open qualifying, and drivers already taken to the track. Here comes Tim Blum. He's going to look to try to get a win tonight. He's going to need a good run in order to make the final round of the championship. And he's officially on the clock as green flag comes out for him. We already got a couple of guys that have qualified. Better yet, let's put up a qualifying board so you guys can see. There you go. Should give y'all a little bit better knowledge on where everybody's running at as far as qualifying times. Joshua Buckley jumps on top of the board. That's a good lap for Joshua. 21.91. Sure, he's looking for more. Trent Potter in the 17th. About to put down his first lap. And 16th right now for Mr. Potter. Let's see if we can do something on his second lap. I don't think the second lap's going to be faster by any means, but I want to make sure. That's Max Terry out right in front of him. Potter gets into the wall, so he's going to be resetting. James Heater in the 18, currently second now on the board, 22.25. And will he shut it off? He will. Richard Murdoch in the 01. Currently 14th with a 20.574, so he's looking for more. And Joshua Buckley pretty pumped up about that lap just a moment ago. Andy Lee in the 7, the 25 in 7th place right now, 20.300. Let's see if he jumps up this lap. Let's hop on board. See how low he runs in that curve. A lot of guys are thinking this is going to be a lot of cautions. I do expect yellows in this race. I'm not going to act like I don't. But I do expect it to go green for a while because these guys are very clean. They're known to be clean. And we will see how it works out. By the way, guys, I hope I wasn't too quiet. I think that just fixed it. I turned up the volume a little bit. So hopefully it fixed it for you. Brandon Minto, he's coming out. We'll check on him in a minute. Max Terriot and 9th. See if he can improve with this lap. You see how low he's running in the corner. In the number 42. One of the favorites for this season. He came in here and really done really well at the start of the season, even the middle of the season. Finished off as the regular season champion. He does improve his lap up to 5th now in front of Tim Blum and behind James Skelton. The 18 of Sean Butler, the 18 of James Heater, Sean Butler is out on track as well. In the 88, winner of last 3 in a row, right now sitting 7th on the board. I'm going to be honest, this track just keeps getting hotter. I don't know if we're going to see anybody be able to go out and beat Joshua Buckley's lap. I'm just being honest with you right now. The more cars or trucks that run this, we may see people pick up some time like we just did. Butler went up to 4th, but I'm going to be honest, I don't know if we're going to see many people jump up and knock Buckley back because of the track temp. That's tough to do, man, especially on an open qualifying where all the trucks are running at once. The track temp, if you don't know, iRacing has dynamic track. The track's just going to get hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter the longer these trucks run on this. Rubbers start building up. Trucks start getting a little bit sideways. It's going to be tough. to be able to jump up. I mean, Buckley's lap of a 20.191, and I think that was the first lap put down out of everybody. So that goes to show you the advantage. Now, we may see somebody have it come close to it. We may see somebody beat it. I just don't know if we're going to, though. So we're watching 86 now. Skeleton. See if he can jump up. He's in 5th. The Toyota, he's actually going to bring it down pit road again. Here's the 18, James Heater. Martinsville very tight on qualifying, just like the race. You're always around somebody. The 18's pushing it hard. He gets across the line, but his lap, unfortunately, is still not going to count. Still in 2nd place. Tim Blum only 2/100,000th of a second out of 6th place. Shuts it off. Brandon Minto rolling out onto the track. The number 920 Jack Daniels Chevrolet. As he starts his green flag lap. I believe Brandon also has a Twitch account, or Twitch that he streams on as well, I believe. Yeah, this lap's not going to be good. He washed up way too high right there. See if he can improve, however. No, he's 5 cents slower than what he would be. Sean Butler was going to start a green flag lap. Unfortunately, got to the wall. William Lowe in 11th right now. Shutting it off, I believe he will. James Heater back out on track under green flag right now. 3 minutes left for him. Kind of funny. Somebody in the when I first logged into the TeamSpeak for these guys mentioned Joshua Buckley's going to wreck somebody, and well, right now he's sitting high and mighty as he's sitting in 3rd or 1st place right now on top of the board. Jason Wells also having a pretty good lap, 20.225, puts him in 3rd. Yeah, 3rd place right now. Yep. Tim Blum, and that's Max Terrell right in front of him. Both of these guys 2/100,000th of a second away from each other. Terrell trying to improve on a 2.74. He does not. And that's what I'm saying. I don't think the lap times are going to get any faster now. The track's really hot. It's going to be tough for the lap time. Sean Butler on track. Got about 2 minutes left in qualifying. Out of turn 4, Sean Butler does not improve. DJ Anderson in the number 51. Working on turn 2. Not in this chase. He actually did make the chase though, I do believe. He gets sideways off turn 4. We've seen a lot of people get actually loose off turn 4. One thing I noticed, Brian Phillips, Winchester number 39 truck, Leo Board Age in a Hot Wheels truck, bringing it down. Across the start finish line, Brandon does not improve. Sean Butler. In the number 88, currently 4th right now on the charts, with 30 seconds remaining in qualifying. Uh, 20.305 the last time by, so unfortunately for him, his lap, well, he will not be able to get another lap in. Most of these guys right now trying to get to the start-finish line to try to get one more lap in. We'll see if Brandon gets around. No, he will not. He's going to shut it off. It looks like everybody's going to be kind of satisfied. Let's see if James Heater can do it. He is the last one, I believe, that has a chance, with the exception of the two guys that's in front of him. Oh, what happened there? And it is going to be Joshua Buckley on the pole. So congratulations, Regal Pole Award winner. Going to the number 2 truck. We're going to talk to him here in just 1 second. As soon as qualifying is officially over, we got about 8 seconds left in it. But everybody is done qualifying, so track getting quiet for now. It's about to get loud as we get ready to go 200 laps. And honestly, it should be a pretty good race. I'm really looking forward to it, and we will see what happens as the gridding is starting to take place. Joshua Buckley on the front row here this afternoon. Pull in Joshua. Hey, Josh, you got me?
1 second, okay?
Okay. We will get Josh in here in just 1 second, let him make some adjustments, and we'll be talking to him about what his plan is for tonight. As you can see right now, the truck's sitting on the grid. Everybody's still starting to grid while we do this, when we'll get him in here. And we will look.
All right, sorry about that.
Well, man, starting on the pole tonight, what's going to be able to keep his truck up front and try to get the win?
It's not going to be easy. Just got to, stay in my line, keep it low in the corners, and just don't leave a hole big enough for anyone to get under me. That's really what it's going to be. So.
We know how clean your league is and how good, so I do expect a lone green flag run. How much, how big of an issue can lap traffic play at this place?
It can be huge if it if you don't pick the right lane. Like anyone probably knows at a short track. And the corners, it's going to be them staying high, and in the straights, it's going to be them staying low. And if for whatever reason someone takes the other way, you got to improvise and make a quick adjustment, or else they're going to eat you up behind you.
Well, unfortunately, you're not in the chase, but you're starting on the pole tonight, which is a big thing. So go out there and see if you can play spoiler for these guys. Good luck, and I'll be up here watching.
I appreciate it. I'm going to try to give him hell. So.
For sure, buddy. All right, here we go. At number 2, barbecue truck out front. Pit boys on the front. I wonder what the situation will be if it's his teammate, though, that could be using a win. Would he give up that position to let his teammate win to continue into the chase? Because Joshua hasn't won this season. So, man, I don't know. I guess I'd have to be in that situation. So it's going to be interesting. We got to go around one more time before we go green. And you see that 18 truck, and we know the low line is going to be the preferred line to get to. So we'll see how this plays out. Pace car is going to drop down pit road. Here comes the trucks working through turn 3 and 4. And the green flag is out. We're racing at Martinsville. 200 laps, Redlight Racing Series. Joshua Buckley going down into turn number 1. Already cleared that 18 truck. Now the 64 of Jason Wells continues to try to work on the side of the 18, and he does complete the pass as well. Here comes that 86. Working on the side of the 88 and the 18 now. 86 James Skelton trying to get into this chase. He was super fast in practice. Let's see if he has the truck to get into the top spot and try to take his lead away. As a little bit of bump being put on there already by a couple of these guys. We'll see as they work out of turn number 2. And it is side by side even a little bit further back. It is the 10 and the 42 of Terriot. Remember, Terriot needed a decent run. He has a 3-point gap right now over James Heater and 4-point over Jason Wells. James got Max both tied at the moment. So we'll see how that plays out for these guys. Right now, Max would be locked in by 1 point, depending on what happens during the course of 200 laps. Further back, it is William Long, the 17, or Trent Potter in the 17, and William Long in the 11. Then you got the 30 there as well, Kyle Souza. Kyle not where he wanted to start, but we'll see if he can work his way up. right on the outside right now with the number 11 truck. See, he is able to actually complete the pass on the 17 to the high line. Ooh, just a little loose on the exit. Out front, it is Joshua Buckley being pressured by the number 64 of Jason Wells. We're right on board with Buckley. You can see how tight the battle is for the top 3 spots. Really, all of them single file. Anybody right now in that top 5 could easily slip up and start making some gains and try to get up to that top spot. Joshua Buckley last time by, second fastest on the board, with James Skelton being the fastest in that 86 truck. Another question will be, if you're the 64 truck, if the 2 is slowing down just a little bit, how patient do you want to be? How patient do any of these guys want to be? This is the last race before the championship race. These guys actually have nothing to lose. Well, the 2 has nothing to lose. The 64 comes in here 4 points back, so he's really, how aggressive do you want him to be, knowing a win would get him into the championship round? And the 86 is going to go around. And he saved it. I don't think he actually got any damage. Watch this. Wow. Well, so I believe it was Michael Trevarthian, a guy I used to broadcast, had one of the best saves I've ever seen, but I think I'm going to take that statement back and give it to the 86. He gets a little wheel spin on exit, and what a save. That 86 was headed straight for the wall. Was seeing the end of his championship run. What a great save by James Skelton. He is back in 11th, but well worth that after not getting into the wall and getting no damage on the front of his number 86 truck. It goes to show you how slick this place is, even with the weather being, not that hot. Only 76-degree track temp. It's probably hotter than out now, being trucks have been running on it. Working out of turn 4. Buckley still leading the way. He's been out front now for 11 laps. We are already on lap number 12. It is single file for the most part throughout the field. As you look through the field, you can see how single file they are spaced out. As we jump back up towards the lead. Jason Wells right now, last time by, right in the tracks of that 2 truck, and actually that time Jason gives up a little bit of time, almost gets into the wall coming off turn number 2. So Joshua's going to stretch it out just a little. Three tenths. The 88 is Sean Butler. Got to be one of the favorites going into next week at Michigan. Already the winner of the last 3 in a row. Buckley's going to get loose. He saves it. He gives up the top spot. Goes back into second place. Was there a tap? Because from what I'm seeing, I believe there's actually a little bit of a tap here. Nope. He just got loose coming on exit. So we're back live once again as we took a look at that replay. So you can also see what he's doing now a little bit different on the corners compared to what everybody else. He's actually arcing it in more than a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys are kind of diming the corner out. You can see how much higher he is going into the corner before he starts diving it down. Really like that call to actually do that. Not only is he doing that to save tires, it should help him on a longer run as well. I mean, you can look back. You can watch how much lower the 88 actually drives into the corner. You see right there, he's lower already, and then Buckley goes down up against that yellow barrier, I guess we can call it. Speed bump, whatever you want to call it. Curve, that's what it's called. So I like the idea of Joshua actually going down that low. He's just got to make sure he keeps the wheels underneath him as he gets a little loose again off turn number 2. He may give up his spot to the 88. He did go high. Looks like he's just going to let Sean Butler have it for now. He does. Well, another thing is Tim Blum mentioned him. He's running in fourth right now. He's going to have a win. He's 11 points back behind James Skelton and Max Terriot. And they're running right now. James Skelton is in ninth. Max Terriot is in sixth. So right now, Tim Blum going to have a good race, possibly a win to even win this race. Two's into the wall. I don't think he actually got any damage from that. Maybe just a little bit. Look back at the sixth place driver right now. Also got Andy Lee running right behind Eric Johnson. Eric Johnson, a very good driver, no matter what he's driving. He is another guy that's kind of quiet, and I say that with the most respect because he's always there at the chase, and he doesn't have a win that I'm aware of. Let me double check to make sure. No, he does not have a win, but he's always inside the top 5, and right now he's running in the 7th spot, but don't be surprised if we see him in the top 5. He's in the chase pretty much. I don't think he's got much to worry about as well. He comes in here 31 points, so he's actually got a 6-point advantage right now over James Skelton or James Heater. So I'm pretty sure he'll be okay, but unless something happens, hopefully not. Remember I was telling you guys how clean these guys drive. You can kind of really see it right now. During practice, these guys was wrecking. I mean, that's the honest truth. They was all over the place. And they made some adjustments in their driving style. You can kind of see it. I will say that Joshua Buckley right now giving up a lot of spots. He's actually giving up 3rd place to Tim Blum. Maybe giving up 4th place to the 18. Joshua right now in 4th place. To really find that truck, you can see his hands working inside of the truck, really kind of going back and forth. We're right on board with the driver of the two. He's letting a lot of these guys go. He don't want to get loose in front of them and cost him a chance to recover. So we'll see how he finishes this race out. Right now, running it now in the 9th position. Kevin O'Brien up 2 spots. Do got word that Brandon Minto already out of this race. Not sure what happened there. And it looks like Brian Phillips is now 1 lap down. Jason Wells just put Kevin 1 lap down. So lap traffic starting to come into play for these guys. We'll take a commercial break. We should be back in time for pit stops. Should be happy to hear anything very soon. If something happens, we'll cut right back in. And I apologize. I forgot to actually cut the sound back on. I completely apologize. I was talking to myself as caution comes back out. And I was sitting there talking to myself probably for about 10 minutes trying to figure out why. I was like, what? Thank you very much for letting me know that. Trent Potter went around off turn 2. And pit road going to be open as everybody coming out. James Heater going to stay out and lead a lap. Here we go. Let's see who wins the race off pit road. The 64, the 88, the 10, the 42, the 33, the 25, 86, 51, 01, and the 11 off the pit road. Brian Phillips actually stays out as well. See how that works out for him. I do apologize, guys. The new open broadcast software we use to broadcast, I completely forgot to unmute everything, so I do apologize for that. I think we're going to see 39 come down. Yes, we will. Jason Wells going to retake the lead on lap 53. I think we're going to double them up maybe this time. Okay, so next time we'll be doubling up. I think we're about to double them up this time. I could be completely wrong again. Here we go. "55 laps are about to be complete. We've had 6 lead changes so far. Not bad at all for Martinsville as the pace car drops in. The green flag is back out in the air. We're back to racing again. Let's see if the 88 can actually do something. Let's do that outside line. He really made it work last time. Almost actually complete the pass. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it, but we'll see. Continue watching. That's a huge advantage right now. Actually, he does have his nose out in front of the 64 going down into turn 3. Here comes the 88 of Sean Butler on the outside, trying to make a pass at Martinsville. That's something weird to say, trying to make a pass on the outside at Martinsville, but he is making it work right now. 64 is going to go wide, making a little contact with the 88. Both of them going to stay clean. No caution, no turn cars, so they stay out front. And let's see, it looks like Sean Butler actually back in the corner. He's going to be able to take the lead using the outside lane. And will lead them back down into turn 1. So Jason Wells gives up the lead, falls back to second. And it looks like Max Terriot was actually looking to the outside of the 10 as well just 1 second ago. He falls back in line right in front of that Eric Johnson truck, who's right in front of the 86 of James Skelton. These guys always put on a heck of a show. To be honest, I'm not surprised what we're seeing right now. We've only had 2 cautions in 59 laps at Martinsville. Very impressive. And I said it over and over. If you go and actually look at their website, Redlight Racing Series, you can click on their stats and you can see exactly what I mean. I think now with these added 2 cautions, it's like 7 cautions in the last 6 races. I don't think you're going to find a cleaner league in iRacing. I'm just going to be real. There may be a couple out there, but for every car that these guys drive, whether it's the truck, the Xfinity, the Cup car, they always put on great shows and always have clean races. So one thing I'll say about this group. Coming out of turn number 4, you still see Sean Butler leading the way. Back down into 1. One thing about this place, though, if you make a mistake on pit road, you're going to be going towards the back. If you get caught speeding on pit road, or if you got to make a black flag stop on pit road, it's not going to be fun. Place is so short and so small that you're going to go multiple laps down. We've seen Joshua Buckley do the same. He's 3 laps down at the moment. William Long working on the back of the 18 of James Heater. Williams actually got a little bit of damage on that left front fender. So we go high in the blimp, you can see the rubber starting to lay down on the track. One thing good about upgrading the computer, you really couldn't see it that great last time, but you can really see it now. DJ Anderson running up in front of the 01. Richard Murdoch actually gets a little bit, really pushed up the track. That really went loose. It looked like he just pushed up. Truck could be getting a little bit tight. So to let you all know, the field run for tonight is between 60 and 65 laps. So we definitely got to make a couple more pit stops, guaranteed. At least 2, at least. These guys been out here now for 15, so. So next week we head to Michigan for the championship. 100 laps in there. Oh, I'm sorry, not 100. 70 laps at Michigan. So it was 100, so I apologize. Comes the 01, Richard Murdoch looking to the inside of DJ. Oh, this could get close. Unfortunately for James Heater, he's running back in the 10th spot. He's really going to need some spots. Trying to make up a lot of time as the 51 able to get back in front of the 01. James Heater right now 4 points off. Or 3 points off, I apologize. With James Skelton, who's running up in 6th place. Joshua Buckley coming back down pit road. And also he's 3 points behind Max Terriot, who Max right now is in 4th place. One more disconnect to mention, Trent Potter has disconnected. Up front. Fastest lap right now still being done by this guy, Jason Wells. Hop on board. 64. Oh, he actually got a little bit of the wall right there. Just now got some damage from it as well. See if Tim Blum can benefit off that. Oh man, that was close to 94. Had to dodge some cars. That's Kevin O'Brien, you've seen dodging. Gets into the wall. Right now this is the closest battle on the track. Everybody else kind of spaced out. And this is the most important one of the night anyway. Sean Butler looking to go 4 in a row. This guy's been on a tear the last 4 weeks, so he's really been the best driver in the league. So do not be surprised if he goes on to win the championship. It'll be well deserved what he's done this year. driver though. He works off turn 2. He's now been out front for 22 laps. So tough to pass. We see him make the pass on the high line. It's going to be very tough to pass for the 64 at the moment with the tires starting to get pretty hot. It's going to be one of those things you may have to possibly use the bumper to try to get around. Max Terriot running back in fourth place. He was another driver who was on a hot streak for a little bit. And Richard Murdoch actually figures out a way to get around DJ Anderson. So move Richard now up to 8th place. Here comes James Heater in the 18 underneath the 51. Well, was, not now. Oh man, this may bring out a caution. The 01 spinning. Caution flag comes out. Third caution of the night. He actually did not hit anything. This was the longest spin I think I've seen in an race. Goes into turn 3 a little bit too fast. And there he goes, maybe. There he goes. And he sits there on top of the track. Make sure the track's clear before he rolls. So, here we go. Who's coming to pit road? Guessing everybody are. They've been out there for 30 laps. We're still at least one more stop away from being able to make it to the end. These guys have to get to at least 120 to be able to make it to the end. Here they come into their pit box. See who wins the race out. Pit road. The 94, by the way, of Kevin O'Brien, your lucky dog. Race off pit road. Sean Butler, Jason Wells, Tim Blum, Eric Johnson, James Skelton picked up, no, he stayed right there where he was. Max Terriot, Andy Lee, DJ Anderson, James Heater lost a couple spots back in 11th. William Long, Richard Murdoch, Leo Bourdage, and Kyle Souza. So 94 coming down. Kevin O'Brien as well. He was the lucky dog, so he will be back on the lead lap. We're doubling back up. Yep. So the 88 is going to have a low line this time. Let's see if the 64 can do what Sean Butler did the last restart, trying to make a pass on the high line. Green flag about to come back out. There we go. Back to racing here once again at Martinsville Motor Speedway. And out front, the 64 actually got a really good restart. He's going to go around. This could cause a big one. Caution flag comes out. And everybody may have actually avoided that. No, they did not. Max Terriot was involved. This is big. Who else was that? Oh, 94. Terriot get any damage? A little bit. I think these guys got one fast repair though. Man. Oh, we got someone who's back in as well. That ain't what Max needed though. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Right after this from Martinsville Motor Speedway.
Just like a movie, just like a storybook, we are the future, we're the ones they won't overlook. It's time to be the hero. Rising, like you've never seen, like you've never seen. Looking for a hero. Just like in a dream, just like in a dream.
Back here at Martinsville, about to go green flag here in just 1 second. As you see your top 5, let's see what the 10 can do now on the outside line. As 10 Bluff, definitely don't want to see what just happened. Max Terriot, by the way, did go down pit road, I believe. No, he did not. So we're doubling up. Once we hit turn 3. Green flag back out in the air once again. We are double file throughout the entire field. That 10 Blunt doing a really good job on building to make it work right now on the outside. Will he be able to get around Sean Butler? Boy, Butler got around Jason Wells a few moments ago. He may actually be able to pull this off. I think you got to kind of do it early, though. You don't want to wait too long to try to make this move on the high side. And Sean Butler going to be able to take away and keep that top spot. We jump back a little bit further. It is a 7 of Leo Bourdais trying to drive underneath the 18 of DJ Anderson. Leo doing a really good job in that Hot Wheels Toyota. DJ actually goes a little bit wide. Or, I'm sorry. This James Heater goes a little bit wide. And he actually falls back to the 10th position. Back up front, it is Tim Blum on the back bumper right now. A lot of pressure being put on for this top spot, as well as back in 5th place. 4th and 5th, Andy Lee putting a little bit of a bump, possibly. On James Skelton. $100 laps in. Back up towards the front. As we look to the field, it is pretty much all single file with the exception of up here where we're watching. This is a 3-car battle for the top spot. Eric Johnson looks on. We can hop on board with him. As you see what he's looking at, you see a little bit of damage on the back of Tim Blunt's Piedmont Chevrolet. He's had a couple of run-ins tonight. Information about over half the race. Only 4 cautions the first 100 laps. 95 laps to go. 13 lead changes at Martinsville. That's very impressive. Average lap time of 21 seconds as we start to get this breakaway up towards the front of the field. Remember, Tim Blum can play spoiler for someone. If he goes on and wins this race, it's going to be a pretty big upset, I do believe. Because right now, if you go and take a look at the points, I think really for him, you've got to be aggressive. As he gets loose, that's aggressive. If you go and look at the points right now, he's sitting back in 6th in points. Top 4 advance. He is exactly, how many was it? What, 4 points behind James Skelton, who's right behind him. And then a little bit further back, Max Terriot. Actually, right now, if Max Terriot finishes where he is and Tim Blunt finishes where he is, Max Terriot will be the one eliminated. Because there's a 4-point advantage right now. Wait, never mind. I take that back. He would not be eliminated. That's Jason Wells I'm thinking of. So Tim's definitely got to have a win as we get a caution out on the track. And who is this? What, these two guys? Brian Phillips. Oh, the 11 of William Long went around. Got loose coming off turn 2. On pit road, you see Sean Butler. Race off pit road. Who's it going to go to? The 10. 10 Blum wins the race off pit road. Did he get caught speeding? He had a really good stop. 13.8 for the driver of the 10 truck. Really good lap or stop for him. So Sean Butler's going to have to do what he's done before and try to get that restart on the outside and try to complete the pass on the outside. We've seen it done a couple times tonight. Wait, I thought he was slowing down. I thought he had a penalty for a minute. Doubling back up next time by, I believe. As we get set to go back, green flag racing here once again. Go. Green flag back out once again. 10 Blum, a little bit of wheel spin on the outside row. Let's see if the 88 can take advantage of it. A little bit of contact for that third place. The 86 and 33 may have rubbed doors. Here comes Sean Butler. We've seen him do this once tonight already. Nobody else has been able to do it. Try to make the pass on the outside. He will lead him across the stripe. He's going to take the lead back down into turn one. Powerful statement by the 88. That is something that he's had going for him all season long. And that's what I'm saying, that he keeps showing that he's able to win. He's won the last 3 in a row, looking for 4 in a row. And to be honest, I just do not see anything happening any different. I mean, these guys got the work cut out for him next week. I'm just going to be honest with you right now. I think the only one that can stop him, possibly Eric Johnson, may have a good chance. I mean, Max Terra, all the guys that's in it's good, but right now, Sean Butler's been the man to beat. But it's a different series next week. Cup cars at Michigan, very tough place to drive. Easily burn up the tires there. So as we watch the battle for the top spot, we will look back a little bit further. This right here is for position. Jason Wells, James Heater. Remember, Jason was up front for a long time. Led 40 laps. Got loose and spun going into turn one on the previous restart. That's Andy Lee up in front of him, by the way. A couple of cars right here just got into the wall. Oh, Max Terran almost gets into the side of the 01. Good job on checking up there early. Not to get inside of Richard Murdoch. Right now we are 124, coming to 125 laps complete, and still out front. Sean Butler has been the man to beat. Not surprised to actually see that, as I keep mentioning, he's won 3 in a row. Just continuing being impressed with this guy. Each and every week, he's been one of the best drivers. Oh, sorry about that, guys. A little bit of connection issue there on iRacing. Alright, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back right after this. If anything happens, we'll break right back in. From Martinsville Speedway. There's a look at the top 5. We are 127 laps in this 200 lap race. We'll be right back. Probably will not take any more commercials after this. Welcome back to Martinsville Speedway. We are back live. We just seen Jason Wells actually get loose. He actually now fighting the 01 for the top 10 spot. Or actually inside the top 10, he was running 10th place. Notice the last couple laps, these guys really started piling up together, I guess would be the word. They've really started getting back nose to tail, not sure why. But we've noticed the last couple times getting back nose to tail. So very interesting. It's been these two guys out front though for the longest run. We are 31 laps into this run. We're still one more pit stop away from being able to make it. We know that you can go between 60 to 65 laps, I believe is what I said. Yeah, 60 to 65 laps on fuel. So, we should be seeing, never mind, we just got a caution, and it is Richard Murdoch with some damage. Jason Wells with some damage. I don't think it was actually them, though. Yes, it was. Let's see, did the 64 help the 01? Oh, Richard Murdoch started getting loose, and actually, I think it came down just a little bit. Good driving. William Long got a little bit of it though, but luckily it wasn't as bad as what it could have been. So pit road going to be open. It's going to be a big race off pit. This could actually be who takes the lead and who can win this race. And it is going to be Sean Butler. Tim Blum. Jason Wells really? He took 2 tires in the 64. Huh. I believe that's all strategy. James Skelton, Eric Johnson, DJ Anderson, Andy Lee, and James Heater. So we're about to go back green flag here in just a moment. I think we're going to have to go one more time around. At least. Yeah, we are going to be doubling up this time, it looks like. 18 lead changes in 147 laps. Not bad at all. Very impressive, if I say so myself. Look real fast at the cautions that we've had. 6 cautions for 23 laps. Not bad at all. And the fastest lap still done on lap 2. That is because the track gets hot. Pace car pulls back off. We are back to racing. Green flag back out here at Martinsville. Let's see if the outside line can work. 33 looking to make it 3 wide going into turn number 1. This gets sorted out fast. 3 wide behind him. This is going to get ugly. There we go. 33 into the wall, and it looks like the 86. James Skelton mixed in with it. The 7, the 42, the 11. Big wreck at Martinsville. Here's a look at it. 3 wide, almost 4 wide, never works. 51 bounced off the 33. The 18 also involved in this. Oh, into the wall hard. Oh, man. So I don't know exactly how many guys have used our fast repairs yet. But we're going to see a lot of them come down pit road and get some damage repaired. And that is a huge, huge blow for a lot of these guys that's in the chase. It don't hurt Tim Blum. It actually helps him. But that is a big blow for guys like, you see Jason Wells. He don't really have no damage, but it's a big blow for guys like James Heater, who we've seen really get a lot of that. Let's see if he actually used his fast repair or not. He actually may have missed his box as well. He must have used his fast repair because he has taken some damage. James Skelton get involved? I think he did. No, his truck actually don't look horrible. Max Terriot got involved. The one that hurts is right here, James Skelton, who's really hurt. This could actually take him. He is now one lap down. It's probably going to end his chances at trying to make the chase for the next round, unfortunately, because he was going to be a force to be reckoned with when it comes to next week. So I think we're getting ready to double back up. It is going to be the 10, the 88, the 7. Leo Bourdais looking at a really good finish right now if he's able to hold on and stay up in that spot. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Leo has not had a top 5 finish. Let me double check, but I don't think he's had a top 5 finish all season long. I could be wrong about that. No top 5 finish this season for him. So he's looking for his best finish of the season right now. And Kyle Souza back in the 30 truck is up in 5th. He usually, if he has had top 5, he hasn't had a top 5 finish this season. So we're looking at some really decent finishes by a couple of these guys. We'll see if it plays out as the pace car pulls in. The green flag is back out in the air. Some wheel spin being done on that low side. We got a lot of different cars starting to show their face late in this race. Looking at 3 wide once again. This never works. Ooh, the 64 giving a bumper to the 30 of Kyle Souza. Jason Wells needs to go. The 86 gets loose. James Skelton gets extremely loose. Contact between the 7 and the 11. And here comes the 30 now underneath the 11 of William Long. And up front for the lead, they're still side by side. And Sean Butler retakes this lead from Tim Blum. Tim really needs this win to make the next round of the chase. And to be honest, it's all about really who Sean Butler wants to face. He can push him really hard or not really push him. Would he rather face Tim Blum in the round of 4, whether he faced someone else? It is still Tim Blum leading across the line. We got 21 lead changes tonight at Martinsville. I believe that is a season record, by the way. And we're looking at possibly another lead change. Here comes the 10. Here comes the 88 back on the outside. Across the stripe, it is going to be Sean Butler. 22 lead changes now. Nope, I apologize. Still 21. What a great battle for the top spot. Very important spot. This is the season's most winningest driver and the guy that's trying to make the final round of the playoffs. 22 lead changes done in this race so far. We got 40 laps to go. Caution flag comes out. Tim Blum, I believe, was out front. And if I'm not mistaken, it was Andy Lee that went to the wall. They was 3 wide. He gets loose. The 86 actually gets loose. Oh, man. 86 of James Skelton with damage. And unfortunately for him, with these guys just keep getting out, I don't know if he's going to be able to make it or not. Race off pit road. By the way, Jason Wells stays out. Race off pit road is going to be very close. It is Tim Blum, I think, that won the race off pit road. Did Sean Butler get caught speeding? Sean Butler in the 88 caught speeding on pit road. He's got to let all these guys go around. That's more than likely possibility going to cost him this win. Wow. That's a big penalty this late in the race. But this guy can play spoiler to all of it. Let me look at these standings real fast. To double check. So, if Jason Wells goes to win this race, he's 4 points behind James Skelton. By the way, James Heater has disconnected. So if Jason Wells goes to win this race, he's locked in, and Tim Blum would be out. And I don't know who would be eliminated. I believe it would be James Skelton and Max Terriot, since Max has more wins, I believe. But they're tied in points. I'm pretty sure that's the way it would go. No, James Heater also has 2 wins, so I don't know how it would work. I would have to find out, but first we got to wait and see what happens. Because Max and James both right now on the verge of being eliminated if Jason Wells or Tim Blum win this race. Actually, I think it would be then who would finish higher, either Max or James. Right now, Max Terriot and James Heater are starting side by side, actually 1 row apart in 5th and 6th. Pace car pulls in. Getting exciting. The green flag is out. We're off to racing here in Martinsville. Remember, a 64 truck, only 2 tires. We got the 30 going wide. The 01's going to go around. He saves it. The 30's in the wall as well. We're watching the battle for the lead. This is the transfer spot. Whoever wins this race between these 2 guys right now will make it. James Skelton's starting to work his way up, however. With all the damage, James Skelton running in 3rd. Max Terriot, not much he can do right now. He's just got to wait out and see what happens. He's running in 6th. Off turn number 2. Tim Blum trying to force his way into the final race of the championship. Jason Wells is trying to do the same thing. At the moment, Jason Wells and Max Terriot would be tied in points. So there is a chance that both of these guys could still get in if Tim Blum goes on to win this race. 26 lead changes. That's a season record. The 64 flashing just a little bit. And that 86, even with all that damage, really trying everything he can to make it to the end of this race in front of Max Terriot. That's what he needs to happen. Max running right here behind the 88 of Sean Butler. Remember, Sean had to start at the tail end of the line because of a speeding penalty on pit road. at the line last time, it is right now James Skelton's the slowest in the field. And with the damage, you kind of got an idea why. But he's doing everything he can right now to try to take this out of the points and try to make it where he advances into the Final Four at Michigan. Out front, it is still Tim Blum leading the way. Last time by Jason Wells. A little bit faster than that 10 truck. That time, it was James Skelton as well. A little bit slower. That's what Max Terriot wants to see. He wants to see the 33 try to get around this 86. Then he wants to see the 88 get around the 86. And then it would come down between him, Max, and James, which would be very interesting. Come down to the wire, I know that. At 64, putting some pressure on. There's a chance we could see a bump and run here late in this race. We come to 177 this time. Caution flag comes out. DJ Anderson around. Let's see what happened to DJ. He's made the Final Four the last 2 seasons. DJ just not having a night he was looking for in 51. Mayer just spun coming out of turn 2, and that's exactly what happened. And into the wall he went. And I'm going to be honest, if I'm Brian Phillips, there's a chance I'm staying out. I'm just saying right now, you haven't got to win. You have nothing to lose. Now, you could cost by a championship. And let's see, he's going to bring it in, I believe. I think it's a smart thing to do. How about this? DJ Anderson, is he going to stay out? Wow. Tim Blum wins the race off pit road. Did DJ actually stay out? He just blew it up. He's trying to cruise back to get out of the racing group. He's going to cut over right at the end of pit road, I do believe. Yep, he's just going to pull it down right there and park and reset. Unfortunately, DJ Anderson's not going to come to an end. So this race comes down to 20 laps. Tim Blum or Jason Wells wins. They're locked into the Final Four. Oh gosh, James Skelton and Max Terriot starting right beside each other. Or I'm sorry, right near each other, 5th and 6th. Terriot going to have the low line, however. These two guys right here, the 86 and a 42, just to catch you all up if you don't know, if you're just joining, is on the cut line. They are right now in the chase. However, up front, Tim Blum is 11 points out of making the next round. He's got to win this race. He's leading. Jason Wells, 4 points out. Right now, he's actually 2 points out. I'm sorry, he is 1 point out from making it. I'm just saying right now, there's a good chance that there could be a chance where Max Terriot and James Skelton both get eliminated. And we could see Tim Blum and Jason Wells make the next round. And they'll be in there with Eric Johnson and Sean Butler. We're going to find out. Oh no, I hope I just didn't freeze. Guys, I think I might have froze. iRacing race just went down, guys. Give me just a second. I'm going to get it back up as quick as I can. If I can do it before the race is over. I cannot believe that just happened. Wow. It will get it back up and going. It should be good before the end of the race. Just give me a second. Quick commercial break. I'll be right back on it. Up front for the lead, it is still Jason Wells. We just went back green, by the way, so we didn't miss much. Thank gosh. Jason Wells battling Tim Blunt for the lead. Remember, one of these two guys will transfer over. I want to mention, Max Terriot racing James Skelton. This right here is for the getting to the chase as well. Max Terriot has to clear the 86 in order to advance, or the 86 has to clear the 42. I don't really know which one to watch. We'll go back up to the lead. Both have major playoff implications next week. One of these guys will be fighting for the championship. Jason Wells is going to clear Tim Blum. Here comes Tim back to the inside. Side by side off turn number 2. We got 10 laps to go at the line. I'm sorry, we got 11 laps to go at the line. I apologize. Then you got Sean Butler. He's wanting to play sport for both of these guys. He's wanting to completely knock them out. If Sean Butler wins this race, it don't matter who wins between Terriot and Skelton. Well, it could, still. Jason Wells right now out in front. He's trying to get around the 10 truck. Sean Butler, we've seen speed on pit road. He has worked his way back up into 3rd place. This has been the best race of the season for these guys, easily. Had 29 lead changes, and it continues to grow. At Martinsville, that is very impressive. Off turn 4, it is a 64 of Jason Wells. Going to be able to clear the 10 truck. He's going to go a little wide. Here comes Tim Blunt back to the inside. Will he be able to get there? No, the 88 is getting a run on the outside of Tim Blunt. This is Tim's chances going down the drain right now. Blum falls in line. He's going to try to run down to 64, a little bit farther back. It has been cleared that the 42 has cleared the 86. 8 laps to go. Jason Wells trying to lock his way into the championship. If he wins this race, let me double check. If he wins this race, it will be Max Terriot, I believe, and Jason Wells in the final round. James Skelton would be eliminated. 6 laps to go at the line. Somebody needs to come up clutch tonight. Right now, you've got to do really hard because Sean Butler, winner of 3 in a row, sitting in 3rd place. Going into the chase with a lot of momentum. Somebody can take away the momentum going into the final race of the season. We got 5 laps to go at the line. Just an update on 5th and 6th. Max Terriot has pulled out to a 1.1 second lead over James Skelton. James, with that damage, looks like it's taking effect on that truck, and then we see 10 actually almost got to the wall. Gap, everybody single file right now. This is not what anybody wants. If a caution was to come out, the race would be over. Jason Wells came in here 4 points out of the chase. And he's got 2 laps to prove that he can make it. Has yet to win a race this year. Oh, he downshifted really early. I thought he was going to blow up. Watt flag in the air for the 64 truck. Tim Blum doing everything he can to get there. Two more turns to go for Jason Wells. Jason Wells going to come out of turn 4 and march into Michigan with a spot in the final 4. Tim Blum, let me double check, will come up just short, not make the chase. And from what I'm seeing, Max Terriot will make the chase and James Skelton will be eliminated. From what I'm guessing, I got to get confirmation on that, but that is my estimations and me doing math in my head. That is what I'm seeing. So here's your winner tonight, and going into Michigan Speedway. The Michigan International Speedway is the 64 of Jason Wells. And he's going to burn it down at Martinsville. We're going to talk to him. What a big win for him. Hey, Jason, you got me?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Well, welcome to the Final 4.
Thank you.
This race, man, you had to come in here, let's be honest. You had to win. You was 4 points out. You had to win because of the competition we have in here. That wasn't easy. Not only did you make a late race pass on Tim, you really had to come in here. You had to shut down Sean Butler, the winner of the last 3 races. Talk us through your strategy, man. You took some big gambles on taking 2 tires.
Well, first of all, I know Tim will apologize for getting into me. You know, I can't really be too upset because I got into Richard, and which ultimately set things in motion for me to get up to the front. But, you know, I'm sorry for Richard for getting into him. I was really just looking forward to a race win. You know, I really wanted to win this race. It's like my last track that I think I could win at. So I put in some time, and those times I took 2 tires, we really only ran 1 or 2 laps. And I felt like we were so much faster than some of the guys in front of us. So I just figured if I take 2 tires, I can leapfrog some of them and hopefully stay in front.
We've seen the Highline really starting to work on the restarts, especially on the restart. I don't know if there was just something to that, but, you know, this track has been tough for everybody all night. We had a couple cautions, nothing bad. We had 29 lead changes, which is beyond impressive. But, man, what was the mindset coming into tonight? I know you needed to win and you wanted to win, but what was the main goal? Was it to come in here and try to get the win here, or was it to come in here and try to finish at least 4 spots ahead of the guys that you was trying to chase?
I'm going to be honest, I wasn't even thinking about points. I think that trophy's got an 80 written already on it. I don't know if it's going to be the 88 or the 86, but Max has been driving out of his mind this season, so I'm just going to be the underdog in it, and I'm going to pick up what other pieces they drop.
Well, I can tell you right now, James Skelton did not make it from what I'm seeing. It looks like it's going to be you, Eric Johnson, Sean Butler, and Max. So it don't look like James made it. I could be wrong, but it looks like he's going to be 1 point short. So you eliminated him. So congratulations on that. I know that's a little bit of a relief because we know how tough he is. So, man, Michigan next week, and you got a chance to win the championship. So congratulations on making it to the Final 4, and congratulations on a huge win. Any shout-outs you want to give?
Just to the guys at Redlight for putting on a good show, and you for putting on a good broadcast. I enjoy watching it.
For sure, man. Thank you, and we'll talk to you next week. Go out there and see if you can win your one.
Thank you, sir.
Next up, Tim Blum. This was a difficult interview for him. Let's see what he's got to say. Hey, Tim, you got a copy?
Hey, Adam. Yeah, I'm here.
You gave it everything you had, and honestly, it looked like you had it. Talk us through that last restart.
Well, it was just that high line's it's got some grip up there, and I know Jason took it the restart before. I guess he thought he was better up there, and so I thought about taking it on this restart. I had that option, but I decided to stay low, see if I could hold him off, but I couldn't.
Let me ask you a question. You came in here, I don't want to say it was a long shot, but it kind of was, 11 points out to make it the next round. And you come in here and you lead 30 laps. I know that's got to be, somewhat disappointing because you actually had the chance to win. But how would you go about approaching this race? You had to drive it a lot different than any other race because of the point situation.
Yeah, I didn't know if I was going to be a contending car, really. Didn't have much practice, but I after that first run, I saw it was pretty much Sean and Jason, and then I could keep up. So I knew I had a shot, and I knew I had to be aggressive. I hate that I got into Jason earlier in the race, but I'm glad he was able to turn it around.
Yeah, man. So we go to Michigan next week, and you got a chance to play spoiler for a lot of these championship guys, which is always a fun thing to do. How do you feel about heading to Michigan?
Honestly, I don't want to be in the way at this point. I'll run around if I'm around those guys. I'll put them a break, and hopefully it'll play out pretty natural.
Well, man, these guys might want to be lucky that you didn't make it because you was really fast tonight and almost pulled off a huge upset being 11 points back. So congratulations on second place. I know you wanted to win, but is there any shout-outs you want to give?
Yeah, I'll shout out to you. I don't know how many more races we're going to get to do with you, but I know that my family and my loved ones get to watch at home, and I think that's really cool. Thanks to you guys.
For sure, man. Thank you, and we'll talk to you here next week.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, bud. Next up, we will bring in Sean Butler, who finishes in third. Hey, Sean, you got a copy?
I got you, Adam.
I'm surprised I'm not interviewing you in the winner's circle. It seems like it's like that every week, man. The winner of the last three almost was able to pull it off tonight, led 85 laps. You got all the momentum right now. Heading into next week, we know that, honestly, you're probably one of the favorites. But how do you feel about heading to Michigan knowing you're going to be driving a Cup car?
Well, first of all, I got to say this was a really fun race, and congrats to Jason and getting that win. I think he was the best truck all night. I was able to push it on the outside a couple times on restarts and be able to take the lead, and found myself out front. It was pretty hard to pass once you got out front of somebody because they try to take you on the bottom, and it's just hard to pass. But all in all, happy with what happened, and yeah, I feel like I'm, worst place finish in the last four races, third. Can't keep that away from anything. We'll see what next week brings. I mean, it's one of those things you never know how people are going to run on a 2-mile track, what the car setup's going to be like, and I know it's going to eat up tires because that's the way they do nowadays. So it's going to be about managing tires, and we'll see if fuel strategy comes into play. I don't know what to expect. I'm going to be practicing a lot this week, I'll tell you that.
A little bit about tonight. You mentioned that you was able to pass on the high line. What was you doing a little bit different than everybody else? Because you did that a couple of times, and honestly, it really surprised me that anybody was able to pass up there. We only seen, I think, 2 people able to do it, and you was one of them that done it twice. So what was you doing a little bit different to be able to make that higher line work on them restarts?
I was adjusting by brake bias. I was bringing it down to give it more rear brake to make it a little looser, getting in to make it turn. And then once I get out front, I'd have to adjust it back because it was just too loose.
Wow, that's something completely different. You don't hear people doing that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was adjusting my brake bias. Well, when I was just running out front, I was probably adjusting it upwards every 5 or 7 laps because it just would get a little loose on entry. I don't know why.
That's impressive, especially to be able to make that adjustment here. That's very tough. So, man, congratulations on making it to the Final Four. We already knew you was in it anyway, but congratulations officially, and go out there and see if you can win one. And I know everybody right now a little bit worried about how fast you are, so congratulations on that. Is there any shout-outs you want to give?
Again, shout out to Jason. Yeah, Jason. or winning. I couldn't remember who won. Jason and Tim. They were really strong all night, and I don't know who made it to the Chase championship run, but we'll find out real soon. And congratulations to those 4 drivers. I know it's me and Jason.
Yeah, so from what I'm estimating, it's going to be you, Jason, Eric Johnson, and Max Terriot. James Shelton, I believe, was 1 point short since he finished behind Max. None of them led a lap. So that's what I'm guessing. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I'm thinking. So, man, congratulations on 3rd place, and we'll talk to you here next week.
All right. Yep. I appreciate it.
Thanks,
I
buddy.
think you're correct.
Thanks, man. So, yeah, guys, that's going to do it for us here tonight. There's the results on the page. Congratulations to all the Chase drivers that made it. Jason Wells will pick up a big win tonight and move him on to the final 4. Then Sean Butler goes in with all the momentum, winning the last 3 out of 4 races. Eric Johnson has yet to pick up a win, but he's always inside the top 5, so he may be able to actually do that next week, especially at Michigan. And then Max Terriot, who finishes 5th, your regular season champion. So that's going to do it for us tonight, guys. Thoughts on the race? It was fantastic. 29 lead changes at Martinsville in 200 laps. I've never seen that many lead changes at any Martinsville race or any short track. So congratulations on these guys for that. Great racing all night. You do got to feel a little bit for the guys that got eliminated, but that's part of it. So, yeah, we're going to move on. And next time I'll be live, I think is Wednesday. We'll be doing a special race broadcast. So thanks, everybody, again for watching. Have a great night. We'll talk to y'all soon, and God bless.